When you do it, just let us know.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So, just we discuss this is a VPC. Okay, this is our VPC, and we are going to create two sections. They are called as a subnet. So one is a private and another is a public. So private can be communicate with the internet with the help of internet gateway. So this is one component of VPC, internet gateway. Okay, and we are going to launch EC2 instances. Okay, suppose this is our first machine, this is second. In private also we are going to install, we are going to launch two EC2 instances. Okay, so these are called as subnet. This portion of VPC, okay, which is divided into different parts, they are called as subnet. So this is one more component of VPC. Okay, now see, just we have computers, we have virtual machines, but until and unless we have some Wi-Fi or 4G connection or data, we cannot connect to internet. For that, in order to connect internet, we are going to connect with the help of router. This is called as router. So in Wi-Fi also at your home. Okay, if we use Wi-Fi, then there is router. So that kind of device is there. Okay, so this gives path. This gives path from one subnet to another. Okay, and this is connected to internet, and this is our what you can say. This is our outsider. Okay, or this may be our office. This may be our laptop. Okay, so from this we are going to communicate our VPC. Okay, so we connect this to router also, but we are not going to give path for private subnet to internet. Okay, so this path, this is connected to router because we want to communicate to our instances which are present in public subnet. So this is possible. Okay, so all instances can communicate with each other. Okay, so this is done with the help of router. Okay, so here I have shown one red line which connects private subnet to this router, but it is whatever information is given by private instances, that is not given to internet. Okay, so how to know that router have to pass this information to internet or to public subnet? So for that we are going to use a router table. So this is our next component of VPC. So we have main VPC, then we have subnets, we have router, we have internet gateway, we have route table. Okay, now friends, suppose we want to upload update, or we have some information required. For that we want to access internet, okay, by the public instances. Okay, so that is done with the help of NAT gateways. So this is one more components. Okay, so in order to communicate, that means outsider, third person from the internet cannot access private subnet. Okay, but if we want to update this instance, okay, this can be done. This can access internet via this NAT gateways. So NAT gateway, do remember, always mounted in public subnet. So this is the function of NAT gateway. Okay, it communication is possible. So what we are going to do, we are going to provide a path from private subnet via router to this. Okay, and since this public subnet is connected to internet, again information is sent, okay, to the internet. Okay, but from internet it is not possible to access this private subnet. Okay, so we have, for that we have route table. Okay, now see what is a route table for public subnet and for private subnet. Okay, so we have this is a private route table. Okay, so and this is public route table. Okay, this is public route table. Okay, now how to give path. Okay, so we provide path. Okay, we provide routes, okay, to the router. Okay, because the router is there, but we have to make a connection. okay, by providing proper route table. Okay, so what we are going to do here, we connect this. Okay, we have one local communication. Okay, local communication, and for private we are going to provide NAT gateways. Okay, for public route table, local communication is possible, that means within VPC communication is possible, so that is called as local communication. Okay, and this is connected to internet, so this is with the help of internet gateways. Okay, now this first column is reserved for path. This first column is reserved for path. So what we are going to do, we are having ID, okay, like our mobile number. Okay, so we have VPC, and that for that we have some ranges. Okay, so we are going to provide this range 10.0.0 slash 16. Okay, we are going to provide this range. Okay, now we will discuss this part, okay, maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Okay, so already I have the discussion on this. Okay, now for a while newcomers are requested to remember this part 10.0.0.0 slash 16. Okay, then friends we have uh, path for this 10.0 point, suppose we give 1.0 slash 24, and here we are going to give ID 10.0.2.0 slash 24. So these two IP addresses falls under this only. Okay, now if you want to know this in detail, you have to take one session. Okay, now for this lecture only remember this is private IB. Okay, we are going to assign one ID for this. Okay, and this is ID for private subnet. So always do remember, if you assign 10.0.0.0 slash 16, these two IP addresses should fall under this only. Okay, otherwise communication will not be possible within VPC. Okay, so any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I have doubt.
Please.
Sir, root table will be one only or separate for public and private?
For both we have separate root tables. Reason is very simple. Public subnet can communicate with internet, and from internet we can access public server. Okay, but if you want to access private subnet, okay, direct access over the internet should not be possible. Okay, otherwise it will what is benefit of private subnet, no? Okay, because see what we are going to do in private subnet, we have information. Okay, and that information should not be accessible to third person. Okay, like hackers. Okay, because we have credit card, debit card. Suppose we have account in SBI. Okay, and they have so many customers across all over world. Okay, and suppose they have details, your number. Okay, so your number is also your private property now, so anyone cannot access to this. Otherwise what happen, they will access, they will send your data to advertising companies, and they can earn a lot of money. Okay, and that is not issue, but unnecessarily you have so many calls, unnecessary calls in your mobile. Okay, so that's why we have some we want to keep some data isolated from our isolated from public. Okay, and obviously we are using SBI bank for transaction and all that, for any inquiry, home loan inquiry, car loan inquiry. Okay, so that's why we have public server. Okay, so we have two sections, two subnets, and according to requirement in organization you may have one more than two subnets also. Okay, in one VPC you can create 200 subnets. Okay, so we are just having only two for our demo. Okay, so any doubt, friends? See, we have VPC. In VPC we have two section. Two section can communicate with the help of router. Okay, in order to make connection with the internet, public subnet and internet, we have we provide internet gateway. Okay, and for private gate, for private subnet, suppose we want to install update, for that we require internet now. So private subnet can access internet via NAT gateways. Okay, by with the help of public subnet. Okay, so why I'm saying connection of private subnet is possible with the internet via public, because when we provide this NAT gateway, see this blue, this is NAT gateway. Okay, so it is always placed in public subnet. We have to attach with public subnet, but it works. It is working for private subnet. Okay, because path is not given to private subnet. Okay, path for internet is not given to private subnet, but we know public subnet is connected to internet. Okay, so only data is possible. Okay, we can, if we want to update some data here, okay, and if we require internet for that, then okay, that is possible with the help of NAT gateway. Okay, but direct access is not possible. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so let us go to VPC AWS console. Okay, actually I am not expecting this lecture, so that's why I am not signed into my AWS console. Okay, so actually, oh, already I have signed into this. Oh, very good. So we go to in your VPC. Now see, okay, I will start from console home. Okay, see, these are our main page of AWS console. Okay, and we click on VPC. Okay, so friends, in order to create VPC, we click on your VPC. Okay, and then hit on create VPC. Okay, and we create here my VPC. Okay, now instead of writing my VPC demo, let us skip simple my VPC. Okay, and here you have to give IP addresses. Okay, so just I told you, okay, 10.0.0.0/16 will be IP address for this. Okay, and do not think about other. Okay, we are not using IP version 6 address. This is IPv4. Okay, IP addresses are of two types, version 4 and version 6. Okay, so do not focus on this now. Okay, so we have IP version, IP address, version 4 we are using now. Okay, so tenancy is there are two options. Dedicated tenancy will charge more, so we are avoiding this, so we use default tenancy. Okay, and hit on create VPC, so our VPC is created. Okay, so this VPC is there. See, now this is default VPC. Already one VPC is there. Okay, so whenever you have created, you create a EC2, okay, in your account, they are always lie in a default VPC. So always one VPC is there. So this one is the default VPC. Okay, and we have created this my VPC. Okay, so first step is over. Then we want to create subnets. See, we have second option is subnets. So hit on subnet and we are going to create two subnets. Okay, simultaneously. So see, this is asking select VPC. Okay, so we are going to select this one, my VPC. It is showing ID first and then in bracket my VPC, which the name which we have provided. Okay, at the time of creation of VPC. Okay, now here we have subnet VPC. So we have private and public. So we have public subnet. Okay, and then go to preferences. Now availability zone. Okay, so this is a zone which are there. Number of zones depends on region. Okay, so I am using Mumbai region. See here, you can see this. I am using Mumbai region. Okay, so for Mumbai region there are three availability zone, and here it is given no preference. So you can say AWS to choose their availability zone. Okay, or you can select your own. Okay, by there are three, so you can have in any availability zone. Okay, but it is always created in availability zone, it is not created in region. Okay, so VPC is in region. Okay, but subnets are always in availability zone. Okay, and we are providing here IP addresses. So 10.0.10.0.0 say 1.0/24. Okay, any doubt? So now I know half of you know, half of you have doubt in this, how this comes. Okay, so if I get some time today, if we finish this lecture in 20-25 minutes, then I will focus on that part also. Okay, so just for a while, remember this. Okay, 10.0.1.0. Okay, and we have this. Okay, at new tag not required. Okay, and here add new subnet. Okay, so we required one more subnet. Okay, so this is public subnet. Okay, okay,
So
and
public is done, it's a private.
oh, sorry. Okay, these two words are so similar. Always I am getting confusion between these two. Okay, so this is one South B. Okay, and then 10 point. Now for this we are providing second range. Okay, okay, 24 done. Now friends, okay, add new tag not necessary. If you want to remove this subnet, you can remove from here. If you want to add third subnet, you can click on add new subnet. Now we have created two. Okay, so just keep this as it is. Okay, okay, now see, we have okay, we create subnets. Okay, so done. Now see here, oh my god, let me correct spelling of public. Okay, okay, so this is done. Okay, now friends, go to route tables. Okay, go to route tables. Now friends, obviously, see, suppose we have in suppose we are in our class. Okay, and suppose in class there are 20 students. Okay, and 20 students are sitting in they are having different location. So first, suppose someone is sitting in the first bench. Okay, at the first position, then someone is at second, someone is in the fifth position. Okay, so like this in VPC, inside VPC also every instances have some ID. Okay, every instances have some ID, and that's why we select that 10.0.1.0/24 range. Okay, so out of there are 251 addresses are related to that version. Okay, that address. Okay, and AWS, out of 251, AWS select one for each EC2 instances. Okay, that means here 251 instances you can create in one subnet. Okay, only that much IP addresses are available. You can add one more also. For that you have to create different IP address. Okay, but for subnet it is not possible. For VPC you can have different range. Okay, that is not part of our discussion. Okay, so okay, now okay, route table. Now see, default route table is created. One default route table is created. Okay, if we hit on route tables, okay, now see this. If you scroll to the right, then you observe this is my VPC. Now we haven't created route table. Okay, but route table is created. One route table is created default. Okay, for this VPC, but you can use this route table or you can avoid this. Okay, no problem. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on create route table. Okay, and I'm going to create one public route table. So public, okay, dash RT. Okay, and we select VPC. So this is for which VPC? This is for my VPC, because we may have 5 VPC in our account. Okay, so you have to tell that this is public route table for this VPC. Okay, this is done. Okay, now create route table. Okay, now after doing this, what you have to do? See, we have this option: root, subnet association, edge association. Now here, this is second is important. Okay, first is also important here. Default, since this is in our, we have attached VPC, and that VPC has this address 10.0.0.16. Okay, so see, local communication is possible. Here target is given local. Okay, so here I have told you on whiteboard. Okay, let me go to this. Okay, so see, this is this part. Okay, see friends, public route table. So we are here. Okay, we have this address 10.0.1.0/24. Okay, and within VPC, for VPC this was the address, so it is showing this. Okay, and it is showing local communication. That means within VPC. Okay, see this 10.0. See, it is actually, it is not 24, it is 16. That means within VPC local communication is possible. Okay, and here you have to see root is given and you have to associate subnet. Okay, for that you have to go to subnet association. Okay, now we see we have these two subnets. Okay, so we click on public subnet. Okay, this is public route table, so we write save association. Okay, so this is done. Okay, now we go to route table again. Okay, and let us create one more. Okay, so that is for private subnet. Okay, so this is private route table. Done. Okay, so select VPC, my VPC, and suppose we have, okay, everything is fine. Hit on click route table. Okay, now friends, route table has been created. Okay, and see we have this route again because we have this route table within our VPC whose IP address is this, so it is showing this, and target is local. That means again within VPC communication is possible. Okay, so subnet association, because this is important, because how do VPC, how do this route table know that I am made for private? Okay, so only we have given name. Okay, but we have not associated this with private subnet, so we have to make connection. Okay, so see, suppose we have see, this is our subnet. Okay, so we edit on this. Okay, so we edit and we write, we hit on private subnet. Okay, and then save association. Okay, this is done. So that's it, we have created route tables. Okay, now we have created route tables. Okay, and we have we want to connect private subnet to internet. Okay, so as per our discussion, for that we take the help of one component called as internet gateway. So we click on internet gateway and here click create internet gateway. Okay, so if we create internet gateway, just I will write in short IG. Okay, so okay, IG, and then okay, everything is fine, create internet gateway. Okay, so internet gateway is created, and see here it is given attached to VPC because just we have internet, but you have to make connection now. That means suppose you have mobile and you plug your charger. Okay, charging is not possible. Why? Because mobile is not connected with the help of that cable. Okay, you have forgotten to put cable in your mobile. Okay, in your port of the mobile. Okay, so internet is that connection is not possible now. So we have, what we have done here, we have public subnet, we have internet gateway, but there is no connection now. So that connection is made with the help of route table. So again we go to back to route table. Okay, and we have to tell router that using this route connect to internet. Okay, so again we go to public route table. Okay, and we hit on this. Okay, we hit on this route table ID. Okay, in order to make changes. Okay, so already you know we have this route. Okay, that is our within VPC local communication, already you know this. Okay, so if we hit on edit routes, okay, and here you have to add routes, and we are going to connect to internet. So we write 0.0. Okay, /0. Now what does it mean? This is IP address. This is an IP address for all person which are accessing internet. Okay, so 0.0.0, that means okay, for any source you can allow connection. Okay, and here you have to write internet gateway, and very important thing I have forgotten, and okay, that is actually good. Okay, because see, I have created internet gateway, but I have not connected to VPC, and actually I was telling that. Okay, and after telling that I have forgotten to attach this. Okay, so you have to see once here, see, we have this option, we internet gateway, but created internet gateway is not there. Okay, because it is not associated with the VPC. Okay, so obviously, so I have to go internet gateway again. Okay, and hit on this. Okay, and see there is action when you create this internet gateway. Okay, there is direct. There was one option attached to VPC. Okay, now we have forgotten this. So here, what you have to do? You have to select your internet gateway. Okay, and go to action and attach to VPC. Okay, and here we have to select VPC. Okay, now we have made connection. Okay, now again go to root table. Okay, this is public. Hit on this ID. Okay, and then go to this root table. Now local communication is there. Okay, now we have to communicate internet. For that we are going to add this route. Via this route we are going to tell router to connect over the internet. Okay, so here now if I hit on internet gateway, now see here ID is there. So this ID was previously missing. Okay, so for learning purpose it was actually good. Okay, but okay, so you have to connect this internet gateway. Okay, so you have to, when creating, after creating internet gateway, you have to attach to VPC. Okay, then we make save changes. So friends, see, we go to our this whiteboard. Now see, we have done this. Okay, so we have internet gateway, and for internet gateway this is our ID 0.0/0. Okay, and this is internet gateway. So this is over for public route table. Okay, now here in order to connect private route table, okay, via NAT gateway, we have to create NAT gateway. So procedure is same like as that of internet gateway. Okay, so same process I am using for internet gateway also. See, I'm going, see here you will find this option NAT gateways. Okay, so okay, click on NAT gateway, create NAT gateway. Okay, so I am going to write in short NAT. Okay, NAT, and see, very simple process. Select subnet. Okay, here we can select subnet, and tell me friends, which subnet I have to choose, public or private?
Public.
Friends, do not forget, it is always connected to public subnet. It is always connected to public subnet. It is working for private. Okay, but private subnet via public subnet, we are going to access internet. Okay, so always do not forget, it should be connected to public subnet. It should be in public subnet. So this is very famous interview question. Okay, NAT gateway is attached to which subnet? Okay, if you say private, then interview will be over at that time only. Okay, so okay, and here there is one more funda, allocate elastic IP. Okay, so here you have to provide elastic IP for NAT gateway. Otherwise it will not work. Okay, so allocate elastic IP, and again we will focus on this also. What is elastic IP? Okay, after incoming lectures. Okay, now just for a while remember that we required elastic IP. Okay, and see default option is there. Okay, so we allocate elastic IP. Okay, I have clicked on this. Okay, and see this IP address has been allocated. Okay, so okay, so we hit on create NAT gateway. Okay, so it is there. Okay, now friends, just go to NAT gateway. So this is there. Okay, and okay, now what we have to do, again we go to route table because we want to finish this part. See this, we want to finish this part. Here we have local communication, local address is our 10.0.0/16, and for NAT gateway we write 0.0. Again this is for internet, so we have same address, and instead of internet gateway, now we are choosing NAT gateway. So procedure is almost same. Back to route tables. Okay, select private route tables. Okay, click on this. Okay, and then we go to this route. First option is route. Subnet Association has already done. So edit route and add new route 0.0. Okay, and here we have to tell AWS that I have to use this NAT gateway. Okay, so same procedure which we have done while connecting internet gateway to public router. Okay, so this is done, friends. Okay, now we are ready. We can create here we can create a group also. Okay, but again, we are not going to discuss this. We are going to discuss this in the next session.
Sir, my question, sir.
Please, please. Yes.
NAT gateway, you have connected to which route, public or private? Because at that grade point, they are saying private.
Yes, yes.
Route is there.
Yeah. See what Pravesh is asking, that he is asking NAT gateway is connected to public subnet. Okay. And when we make when we make this private route table, where it is connected. Okay. So Pravesh, what you have to do, suppose when you want to access, suppose you want to update this system. So what we are going to do, we are going to send request to router. Okay. So this request should be sent through this instance now, which is in private subnet. Okay. So that's why you have to attach this. You have to provide this route for NAT in private route table. Okay, that means we attach, when we create a NAT gateway, that should be attached with public. But when we create route table, that path should be provided in private route table.
Got it, sir.
Okay. So this is done. Now we are ready to install our EC2 instances. Okay, so let us go to EC2 instance. I have selected, oh my god, what is this? Okay, this is actually global view. Okay, so let me go to in AWS EC2. Okay, AWS services. Okay, and in that, from that I select EC2 service. Okay, now friends, just a minute. See, I have deleted my VPC because I have some bill there. Okay, and yesterday there is one more update. Okay, there is one mail. Okay, regarding that bill. It was a very small amount, 67 rupees. Okay, but still I have deleted my all, whatever I have done, I have deleted all. Okay, and you should have same practice. Do VPC, create a EC2 instance, and after finishing your lab, always delete everything, whatever you have made in this. Okay, so okay, click on launch EC2 instances. Okay, so we select first image. Okay, and then we hit on T2 micro. Okay, then we create two EC2 instances. So that's why we hit 2. Okay, then here, see friends, here we have VPC. Okay, so if this option is skipped by you, direct, if you click on next storage, if you go to next step, okay, add storage, then this is created in default VPC. Okay, so default VPC is always there. Now we are created for these two instances we required in my VPC. Okay, so I have selected that. And one more thing, friends, VPC is again divided into two parts. One is public and another is private. So let us see, we have these two options. So let us create these two instances in our public subnet. Okay, and we want to communicate this with internet. Okay, so we write this auto assign public IP enable, and otherwise if public IP is not possible, because see what happened when we access. Okay, we access from our laptop, so we are outsider. Okay, we have created VPC. Okay, that is no problem. But what happened from outside, we go in AWS console, then we access our EC2 instances. Okay, so that's why this public IP is important. Okay, now friends, okay, everything is fine here. Do not think about remaining stuff. Click on next, add storage. We are keeping 8 GB root volume default. Next, add tags. Okay, you can give name here, but I am going to skip this. Okay, I will add after launching instances. Okay, so this tag is added afterwards, so skip this. Now configure security group. Okay, configure security group. Now here, see, security group is there. Okay, security group is there, so you can create security group inside VPC, and here you can attach. See, select an existing. See, we have this option, select an existing security group. So from in VPC you can create security group, and you can select here. Okay, but I'm not using that. I am going to create name. Okay, and say this is a security group. public security group. Okay, so this is a public, okay, security group. Okay, and this is let me write description: security for public. Done. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, see, for SSH is used for Linux operating system. Okay, in order to enter Linux operating system, we have this SSH, and we are default there is port range 22 for this, and we write here anywhere. Okay, okay, then we add one more rule, and this rule is because we want to fetch some information from other instances. Okay, and we want to access internet also, and we want to SSH into other instances also. So for that, use always ICMP. Okay, you can make a note on this. ICMP type is used to SSH into other EC2 instances. Okay, and see, this is port range for, see, this is port range, and friends, there are 65,535 ports options are available. So between 0 to 65,535, take any 4. Okay, and here we write custom, we keep custom because we want to communicate within VPC only. Okay, so for that we can give IP address like this. Okay, and if you want to have within subnet, okay, then you can provide subnet ID also. Okay, so 10.0.0.0/16, this is our VPC address. Okay, this is VPC ID. Okay, so okay, everything is fine. Okay, review and launch. Okay, launch. Okay, and I am using VPC demo key. Okay, and launch instances. Okay, this is done. Okay, so Wave instances. Okay, these instances are creating. Now meanwhile we create 2 more instances. Okay, that for private subnet. Okay, so hit on this. Okay, we require, again we are creating 2 EC2 instances. They are in my VPC. Okay, so this is okay. Oh my god. So here I have selected my VPC. Okay, so we have selected 2 instances, my VPC, then this is in public subnet. Okay, so we click on public subnet, and here we write a disable. Okay, because this is our public subnet, so we do not want to have access from internet. Okay, we do not want to allow third person way.
So, but you already created 2 public instances.
Oh,
For private,
this is for private, sorry.
yes,
Okay, this is for private. Okay, so is it fine?
Yes.
My VPC is there private. Okay, I have made this disable. Okay, okay, then add storage. Okay, keep this default. Okay, keep this as it is. Then next to security group. So here also I am doing same. Okay, SSH. Okay, I am writing anywhere, and because we want to communicate all instances, so I am giving this ICMP rule for the security for both public as well as for private instances. Okay, and I am having this for our VPC. Okay, review and launch. Okay, done. And I am using same demo. Acknowledge Wave instances. Okay. Okay, so let me correct this, give tag here. One is public. In short, I write public 1. Okay, oh my god. Yeah, what happened? What is happening? Public -1. This is public -2. This is private. I write in short PRI-1. and PRI-2. Okay, so done. So our 4 instances are ready, and out of which 2 are running. Okay, so let me go to in the public one. Okay, so see, we have what I'm going to show you here. See, we check access to internet. Okay, is possible, access to internet is possible from first public server. Okay, and then we want to SSH into private. Okay, and from private we want to do SSH. That means we want to go inside, we want to access second private subnet. And also, since we have NAT gateway connection, so in the same way, sorry, EC2 instance, private machine, virtual machine, you can say. Okay, so this is first machine, this is second machine. Okay, so this is our demo. Okay, and we try to check, since we have NAT gateway, so we check internet for public as well as for private instances. Okay, so this is IP address given by AWS to me. Okay, so okay, go to putty, then SSH authentication, browse, VPC demo key, open, accept. Okay, so this is done. Okay, let me change setting here, change setting, appearance. Okay, I select font 18, apply. Okay, so EC2 dash user. Okay, and I have passphrase key, so this is optional part for security. Okay, so I have given this. Okay, now see, I have successfully logged in, and see friends, what address I have given to this. See this, I have given this address. See here, see this, can you see 10.0.1.0/24. So I told you there are 51 options. Which 51? 251 options. So they are like this. So this number changes 1, 2, 3, 4 like this up to 255. Okay, actually there are some addresses reserved by AWS. So only 251 options we can use, and see which option we have got here. See here 10.0.1.27. So this is our IP address. Okay, so we are using this machine EC2 dash user at this IP address. Okay, so what is our first demo? We are going to check whether we access internet or not. So for that we ping to google.com. Okay, and press enter. See what happened, friends. This is for pinging. That means if this is possible, that means there are some information receiving from google.com. Okay, and information is in the form of packets. So whatever message that is split into small parts, small messages, so that are called as packets. So if packets are received by Google to us, that means we can access internet. Okay, and internet to EC2 instance is possible. That is done by via putty. Okay, so we go inside this via internet, via putty. Okay, and now we are checking whether from machine, whether we can connect to internet or not. Okay, now see, we have packets receiving like this 64 byte from. Okay, and if you want to, so this is continuing in this process will be continued. Okay, several packets you will received continuously. So in order to stop this, press Ctrl C. Okay, and let me clear this. Okay, now friend, we check whether we can access, that means whether we can receive information from private subnet or not. Okay, so for that we ping, and here we give information, we give IP address of our private address, private server, say private one, and this is IP address. And see this, what is IP address here? 10.0.2.39. Now see, if we move back to this, see this address. So this is in within range. So this 0 is replaced by 39. So this is not decided by us. Okay, suppose you require 40, it cannot be possible. So whatever IP addresses are available, AWS select one from them, from 251 addresses. Okay, so here they have selected 39. Okay, so I have done copy paste, go to terminal, and here I have pasted the IP address of private server. Do not forget, this is our private server. This is two for that is our second subnet, which was the private subnet. Okay, so if I press enter, now see I am receiving information. Okay, that means I can get information from private subnet. Okay, so we stop by pressing Ctrl C and clear this. Okay, in the same way you can check whether second public server is possible or not. Second public server. Now this is our server, public server 2, public 2, and for this IP address is 10.0.1.148. Okay, so let us go to terminal again. Okay, oh my god, oh I have forgotten ping. Okay, okay, so okay, so is it okay, friends? See, in this way we can access all machines. Okay, we can get information from all machines which are within our VPC. So this is our first public server. Okay, I have shown you how to get information from private server 1 and public server 2. Okay, in the same way you can check for second private server also. Now that is not required. Okay, now what I am going to do, I am going to access public server 2 from this. Okay, so that is possible. Okay, so for that I have to create demo file here. Okay, one key here, demo key here. So let us say there is a we create with the help of vi. So this is one command. Okay, and this command is used to create file. Okay, this command is used to create file. At the same time it can edit the file. So let me create a demo.pem. Okay, this is our key. This is our key. Okay, so this is a vi demo.pm. Okay, and friends, click on insert. Okay, right I. So we can insert a data inside this. So what we are going to do, see, we have, when we download, okay, key, when we launch instances, now I have used key which was already there in my PC. Okay, so if you create new one, okay, so open that. Okay, so that open that PEM file. Okay, so here open. Okay, and control A, select all this, control C. Okay, select all this and paste here. Okay, that means we are creating one key here in our system. This is our new system. Okay, do not forget, this is our new Linux operating system. Okay, in our physical server, on our physical server, we have, this is another server, and this do not have any key. So we are creating this. We are creating that demo, that key. Okay, so that we can enter in another EC2 server. So press escape, and to save this, and at the same time to exit, you can press Shift ZZ. Okay, and then change mode. So again, this is new for Padamraj, maybe for Chetan. Okay, so this is what this command does. This command gives only read permission for user. Okay, otherwise what happen, if this is readable by all person, then it will be a really security threat. So that's why this is important. Otherwise you cannot SSH into other file. Okay, and again friends, have practice. First create a file using touch command. Okay, change permission. Okay, because what happened, we are creating and now we are changing permission. So meanwhile someone can access that key. Okay, so first we create file. Okay, make it readable. Okay, and then do copy paste. Okay, demo.pem. Okay, so okay, so we have created this file. You can check by using ls command. Okay, so we have demo.pem. So we have key in this EC2 instances. Okay, now we want to go inside this. Now here, what in putty, what we have done, see in putty what we have done. Okay, see, if we have putty, then we click on SSH na. Okay, so same thing, and then we select auth, and then we paste copy paste our key. Okay, from browse. See, if we go this, and from this browse, okay, from browse we copy paste our key. Okay, so same thing we are doing here, but with the help of this command. Okay, line command. So ssh dash I. Okay, ssh dash I, and we are going to use this key demo.pem. Okay, and we want to log into server ec2 dash user. Okay, and at the rate of, give his id. Okay, so we want to access, suppose, private server 1. Okay, so let me copy this. Okay, okay, so okay, now click on this. Okay, and then press yes. Okay, now see this, friend, we are in see this is our address where we are now. ec2 dash user at the rate of ip address. See, this is 10.0.2.39, so this is second. That means we are in our private subnet. Okay, any doubt? So let me clear this. Okay, okay, friends, now let us ping. That means let us check whether we can access, we want to access internet from here, but we are not allowing third person to access this machine. Okay, so we have traffic only from this server to internet. Okay, but from internet there is no route given to this subnet. Okay, this private ec2 machine. Okay, so we, to check whether we get information from Google or not. Okay, we ping this and see we are getting information in the form of packets. Okay, that means we successfully attach to the internet, we successfully connect to the internet. Okay, now friends, let us check whether from this second machine is accessible or not. Okay, so we write ping. Okay, and we give ip address of our first server. Okay, so suppose the first server is, now let us use second server, public server. Okay, and check whether pinging is possible or not. Okay, so this is ip address. Okay, so okay, I have done copy paste, and see from this also public's instance 10.0.1.48 is accessible. Okay, so let me stop this. Okay, so easily we can access everything. Okay, we can access public server, you can access private server, we can access internet. Okay, in the same way you can check for remaining two machine also. Okay, so let me clear this. Okay, now friends, what I want to do from this, if I want to ssh into another machine. Okay, so for that we create file in the same way which we have done here, because see, if we hit on ls, there are no files. Okay, just we have created this machine, and we have done login into this machine. Okay, so this is purely empty machine. Okay, so what we do, we create one file. Okay, by using same process which we have done earlier. Okay, so vi demo.pem. Okay, we make same file here also. Okay, press insert. Okay, and let me copy that address. Okay, download Vpc demo 1. So I have done copy paste. Okay, paste here. Okay, to save this, first you have to press escape and then shift ZZ. Okay, this is done. So you can check this file. This file has been created, and change information this permission to this by using 400. Okay, and demo.pem done. Very good. Okay, so okay, done, everything is okay. Okay, now just we try to ssh into public server 2. Okay, so we write, for that we have this command ssh dash. we have to write key, use this key to to enter in our second file. Okay, second server. Okay, so demo dot and give address of second server ec2 dash user. Okay, and we are going to write at the rate of, okay, at the rate of, oh my god, what is this? Okay, so let me go to internet and say I have already public 2. Okay, I will copy this path. Okay, and okay, so okay, and I will paste here and enter. Okay, and I will write s. Okay, see friends, from private easily we can move into our public server too. Okay, so actually there was some issue with this. Okay, so in previous demo we were accessed all other server net. Okay, but from private instance we were unable to access, we were unable to enter in other server, and they are in our VPC. Still it was not possible. Okay, so you have to provide ICMP when you create subgroup. You have to give ICMP. Okay, and you have to give that our VPC range 10.0.0.0/16. Okay friends, so if we exit this, see, we will again in our in our private subnet. Now let us access second server, second private server. Okay, so I will put here address of second private server. So this is our first private server. Here 2 is given. Now let me check whether access is possible to second server or not. Okay, so let me take that address. Okay, so this is 10.0.2.22. Oh, just a minute. Okay, so paste here and press enter. Okay, and it is saying that this is you have to connect or not. So we say yes, and see, we have entered in second private EC2 instance also. So very, very beautiful. Okay, so we will stop today here.